What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. If you're new here, please go down and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to let you know whenever I drop new content. And of course, please smash that like button. We have some news to get to, some unfortunate news. Earlier today, we found out that Simeon Barrow, prized defensive tackle transfer from Michigan State, who we were after for a long time, and just transferred here like maybe a month ago or so, has reportedly left the team. There's not a whole lot out there about this yet, but let's see if we can dive into this and try to make any sense of it if we can. Okay, so Simeon Barrow reportedly is gone. There's a lot to unpack here. First of all, and before I go into this, let me just comment. Yes, I know you see Florida. No, this is not a Florida Gator shirt. Repping my Cats. You know what it is. Got a big win last night, so congrats to the Panthers. One win away from the Stanley Cup Finals. But yeah, little sidebar there. Sorry. Back to football. So the transfer portal window right now is closed. So even if Simeon Barrow wanted to re-enter the portal, he can't right now, as far as I understand. There's that. And there's also the fact that he already started taking classes, reportedly. So you have that aspect of it. He can't just like pull out of that deal. So, there's a whole thing of transferring his credits now. And it's kind of a mess, to say the least. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, just like I am, why? Why is he leaving all of a sudden? If you're like me, if you're like most college football fans in 2024, your brain probably immediately went to NIL. Oh, this is some kind of NIL issue. Maybe he wanted more money. This could be the case. We don't know yet. We know very little about the situation. What I can tell you is this, and I think we know this to be true of Mario. He's not promising anything as far as a spot in the starting lineup. So if you're thinking, oh man, this might be like a playing time situation, I would think you're investing in him like this, he was going to get a pretty good chance for a lot of playing time, but Mario ain't promising you a starting job. So if that had something to do with it, I could totally see that. But I think this goes deeper than that. To just come here and then leave after like a month or a few weeks, whatever it was. I don't know. There's got to be a lot more to this. Rumors of his dad might be the one driving this, like is the case with a lot of these young men. The dad is kind of pulling the strings and calling the shots. We've seen that unfold before. We've seen that unfold in positive ways and in negative ways. But that could be a factor right now. There's different little rumors already starting. Of course, there's the rumor that Mizzou might be his target destination. Hey, they just came off a 10-win season in the SEC. So they're building something good over there. And I know their NIL situation is very strong. So it could be the explanation could be the simplest one, which is, to me, he got a better deal somewhere else. That, to me, is the simplest explanation to all this. He got a better deal somewhere else. Okay. Now all the haters are going to come out and say, oh, Miami's broke, whatever. Yeah, that happens every time we miss out on a recruit or we lose someone or someone transfers out. So prepare for yourself. That's coming. But, I'm not concerned one bit about our NIL situation. And, we're not number one in the country in that department, but we're very, very strong. We're very competitive. But if it was a situation where he just found a better deal and bounced, hey, good luck to you. No ill will, no hate, no nothing. Just, hey, you don't want to be here, go ahead and leave. That's my attitude. Now, from a football standpoint, does this hurt? Yeah, hurts a little bit. Not going to lie. This is someone that I definitely wanted. I wanted an impact defensive tackle, someone that you can add to that room that adds depth, experience, and a quality starter to pair with CJ Clark. Now, without him, can we still win? Of course we can. I don't think this derails our chances of a 10-win season, not in the least. But, it does force you to look at the room a little bit. Okay, what do we got? Let's take inventory. There are numbers. You got CJ Clark, you got Marley Cook, who I think is going to be solid, good rotational piece. CJ Clark, I think, is going to start. You got Ahmad Moten, who showed some improvement last year and showed some improvement in spring after the season. So he's continually getting better. I know he's putting in a ton of work. He's taking it very seriously. So, look for Ahmad Moten to make some kind of an impact in that 2 deep. And then, of course, you got Josh Horton, who we really didn't get to see much of in the spring. He was nursing an injury. And then who else? You got true freshmen coming in like Justin Scott, who could be an impact guy day one. He's that talented. 5-star recruit, was like a top 10 or top 15 overall recruit, regardless of position in the nation, something like that, depending on where you look. He's elite. Okay. He's top of the food chain, defensive tackle. Bring him in. You bring Artavius Jones in, who I've told you guys how excited I am about him. And then you got Armando Blunt, who, even as young as he is, he's expected to see some snaps this year. So 3 very talented freshmen. And lost in the shuffle there is Dalen Russell from Columbus High School, who is a very under-the-radar kid. So you got 4 freshmen coming in. So you got numbers. Maybe you're not as good on experience as you were a few days ago, but it's gonna depend a lot on those guys that have been here 2 or 3 years already, Ahmad Moten and Josh Horton. If they can take that step forward, I really think they can. They're very capable. Josh Horton is huge. He's like 6'4", 6'5", 300 plus pounds, very athletic. So if they can take a step forward, I feel a lot better. Plus, you got guys, let's say we're in a NASCAR package. You got guys like, Tyler Barron, who we just acquired, Akeem Mesidor, guys that can kind of rotate in, move into D tackle and slot in there for a down or two. In that regard, I am not too concerned. It was definitely a nice luxury pickup, a pickup that really made our defensive line, I thought, rock solid. You lose him, our D-line is still pretty solid, especially since you got him, you got Tyler Barron after that, which definitely makes this a little easier to digest. You got a potential impact defensive end just, a week ago or whenever it was. So that makes it easier to stomach, I think. So overall, I think we're still okay. It stings. Yes, absolutely. I don't like losing a guy like that, but if you want to look at the positive side of it, this just gives another chance for the younger guys to develop, for the guys that have already been in the program for a year or two to develop. So not the end of the world by any means, but you guys tell me your thoughts. Why do you think he left? Let's try to make sense of this. With the little information we have, I'm sure more is going to come out, but how are you feeling about it is what I should say. What are your thoughts? Please let me know down in the comments. And yeah, I'll be back again with another video soon. Until then, go Canes.